My name is Heidi Glisson. I am a math teacher in Montgomery County Public Schools, and this is my EDTC 630 project on acceptable use policies. To begin with, let's define an acceptable use policy, also known as an AUP. AUPs often have technical language, so we will discuss a formal definition as well as one in more layman's terms. According to Techopedia, an acceptable use policy is a document that outlines a set of rules to be followed by users or customers of a set of computing resources, which could be a computer network, website, or large computer system. WebWise does a better job of using student-friendly language, which is important when sharing the AUP in your classroom. According to WebWise, an AUP is an important document which governs students' use of the Internet at school and covers a wide range of issues surrounding the rights, responsibilities, and privileges connected with computer use. An AUP should clearly state whether the user is and is not allowed to do with their resources. At my current school, we follow the acceptable use policy for Montgomery County Public Schools. You can easily find the MCPS AUP by searching MCPS AUP in any search engine. It can be found on the public website as document IGT-RA. The MCPS AUP has 5 categories, outlining the contents of the policy. Section 1 is titled Purpose. This section delineates the reason for an acceptable use policy and for distributing it to educators in the school system. Section 2 is titled Background. This section describes how an AUP is related to the work in Montgomery County Public Schools. Section 3 is titled Definitions. This section of the MCPS AUP includes 12 thorough explanations of words used throughout the document, imperative in understanding the document and its stipulations. Section 4 is titled Procedures. This section outlines user responsibilities and procedures by providing actions for maintaining cyber safety, cybersecurity, and cyber ethics when using MCPS technology. This includes actions allowed and not allowed within the terms of the MCPS AUP. Section 5 is titled Non-Compliance. This section includes disciplinary actions associated with purposeful misuse of MCPS equipment and networks and how to report such behavior. Simply having an acceptable use policy is not enough. It is crucial to share the information to all those who are affected by the document, whether directly or indirectly. This means ensuring students as well as parents have the opportunity to review the AUP and accept the stipulations associated. Paper versions of student rights and responsibilities are already sent home at the beginning of each school year. One way to hold parents accountable for the AUP is to have them electronically sign an agreement to comply. This could be done at home, or the school could open up to parents to come in and sign if they don't have access to the technology at home to electronically sign. To guarantee all students are aware of the acceptable use policy, the school can include large posters in each classroom with student-friendly language reminding students of following the school's AUP at all times. Two main groups who need to comply to the acceptable use policy on a daily basis. The first of those groups is the student body. Because we want students to be continuously conscientious of the AUP, the network could have students accept the policy each time they log into the computer or connect to the Wi-Fi. Because it is the responsibility of educators to share and teach the policies students must abide by, a lesson should be explicitly taught highlighting the meanings, do's, and don'ts of using MCPS technology. If all classrooms are displaying AUP posters as previously mentioned, it would be easy to point out specific actions students are making and remind them of their responsibilities. In order for teachers to be successful at presenting the acceptable use policy to students, they must also have a firm understanding of their own appropriate behaviors when using technology. Just as course-alike teams plan subject content, it is advantageous for professional learning communities to discuss implications of the AUP. During this PLC time, they are able to share ideas on how to monitor student use and verify all students are complying to the terms. Even educators need to continue to revisit material, so a daily reminder of the AUP or tips for monitoring students could be displayed each time an educator logs into the network. The following resources were used in compiling the information in this presentation. Information is outlined in document IGT-RA of Montgomery County Public Schools Regulations. A definition was drawn from the website of both Techopedia and WebWise.